Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to do a picture in the new book I got, Mermaid in Paradise. And that's the name of the artist. And we're going to do a quick little picture here. I really like these little birds. And of course we got a little girl and a little boy here on a branch. I thought this would be a nice quick little video and a test on what I can use in the book. So what we're going to do is attempt to use either, I'd like to see what Inktense does in the book, and I'd also like to see what Prismas and Polychromos will do, maybe even the Sargent Arts, but I don't know how many different colors I want to stick on this page. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the little boy bird here, and we're going to get him done in Inktense in a couple of shades of blue and maybe a bit of purple. So if you'll hold on, I will get out my pencils. Okay, I've got the deep blue 150 and the dark aquamarine 1210. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do, say, the dark blue kind of going upward here. And yeah, I'm going to put it on the book. We're going to give it a good test here. Usually I put it on a palette, but what the heck. I think that's pretty. I'm going to put some down on his tail here too. Sorry, it's a new camera and I can't even tell what you can see and what I can. So I'm trying here. This one's a lot bigger than my other phone, and I'm not sure about the volume on it either. I know my other phone had problems with that because I am not a very loud talker. This is the dark aquamarine, which is kind of a green blue color, so I'm going to put it at the top, the dark blue at the bottom. And we will see how this mixes. So yeah, if you're listening to this video, you should tell me what you think of the audio. If I need to get a, it's on order. I'm ordering a little lightning plug that goes into the phone. Just adding water with the Pentel water brush that I always use. Anyway, it plugs into the phone, and it will have a plug on the bottom that will plug into my microphone, my little lapel mic. Okay, we're just going to bring this down. Oh, it's a pretty blue. And then we want to bring this one up into it. Not bad. So up here on his top, I will try to get a little more of that coming down first before I put the blue into it. Okay, then I'll put the dark blue to blend them. Snazzy little bird. Okay, I will get out the palette. I can find one laying on my desk. Oh, it's just a piece of plastic, so I know I have one around here somewhere. There we go. This one's got a lot of different colors on it, but I can add a little of the blue up here. I think it just needs to blend a little bit better. So I'll just add a little bit more of that one, which I just got all over my hand. Whoops. So just adding it and blending it right up into the blue. So yeah, I'm trying the phone out along with trying these inks out. I found that my other phone just didn't have enough memory in it to do the videos that are needed, and of course I have to figure out my computer now too. It's always fun, isn't it? Okay, so we've got the top and his bottom feathers, and I'm going to kind of come down to these. We'll just bring some of that. I believe that is the dark. Which one did I use? Oh, that was the deep blue. Put a little more in these feathers down here. And then just bring it up towards his face. And then we'll put the dark aquamarine on the palette here. And we'll put that, looks to be the same color, doesn't it? Well, they're close. Anyway, we're going to bring that up here. I'll put both of these colors down and figure out what's going on here. Okay, I did use the dark aquamarine on this side, so we're going to add in the blue over here on top of that. Let's get that nice and dark. And darken up his eyelid a little bit. There's little feathers down here. Really cute. Okay, I might as well do, I'm going to do her in pencil, so we're going to get a pencil and see how that works. Be right back. Okay, here we've got the polychromos, and we're going to use magenta 133 and light magenta 119. We'll see how, ooh, got fuzz on this one. Okay, add that in down at the bottom. And we'll do the same thing down here on her tail. The darkest at the base, and then really light coming down. And these work really nice on this paper. Okay, then we're going to put in the light fuchsia down on the base here and bring it up. And we'll bring in the dark sorry, magenta back in and give it a little more shadowing. Okay, do the same on the top feathers. Just bringing in the light at the top. Right into the other color. We'll kind of do her face the same way, just lighten it up here. And a little light under here. You're so cute. Okay, just reapplying the dark color. And we'll reblend that in. So we're just putting a little more pressure on the pink here and blending it right into the darker color. And we're going to do the same thing down here on the tail feathers. Just darken that pink up a bit and blend it out a little more. It's okay to put a little pressure on it, but we're only putting 2 coats of color on these. If you wanted to put in more, you wouldn't have put so much pressure down on the pencil. Okay, and get the pink up here under her chin and around her cheek area. Then we're going to add in, making sure you can see, I don't know, I'm going to get used to this new stuff. Put in the dark down here, and just lightly bring it up and touch the pink. And do the same over here, make this the darkest area. Do her eyelid under this feather here. Put a couple of layers on that so it gets dark down there. Okay, and then we're just going to blend it in with the pink. And darken that up a little bit more. Give her a little more blush, kind of like there. Okay. There we go. We got one pink and one blue. So we got the polychromos and the ink tints. Ink tints did bleed through a little bit. Should have had a paper down here. Oh, well, it didn't bleed that much, so I'm not using you again, so we don't have to worry about that. We do need beaks here. So I'm going to get out a different pencil for that. Hold on. Okay, for the Sargent Arts are going to be done on the beaks. We have orange, we have lemon yellow, and golden yellow. So we're going to use the orange a little bit here on the tip of both beaks, kind of coming down the side here. Just like that, and on the other beak also. Okay, a little darker just at this bridge area. Okay, we'll bring in the golden yellow, go over the same color. Bring it out a bit. Then we're going to add the lemon yellow. Then go back over the areas with the orange. And just kind of blend it out. Happy little birds. Okay. I'm just going to blend a little bit more with the golden yellow. Is it? Yeah, golden yellow. Putting a little more pressure on that. Just to make sure it's blended. So there we go on that. Dust that off. So ink tints, polychromos, Sargent Art, and we're going to get some Prisma colors. Hold on. Okay, because they're out on my desk, I'm going to use purple for the flowers. Why not? So I have Black Grape 996, I have Parma Violet 1008, and I have Gray Lavender 1026. And we will just go for this little guy here. We're going to go kind of dark here and dark around the edges. Kind of bring it down a little bit, up a little bit. Let's see what we can't do with these little flowers. And just along the tip, and then like where there's a big dip, you can kind of bring it down a little bit. Give it a little more movement in the petal. Okay, we'll leave the outer edge till later. I'm bringing in the Parma Violet. Oh, I forgot to do the bottom of that. Just bring it up a little bit, blend it in with the darker color. And I have to put some dark down in here because I forgot. Okay, then we're going to bring in the grade lavender and kind of touch between the two. And blend it all together. Don't worry about some white spots because we will go back in with the darkest color and blend them together a bit better. Okay, go back in with the, what is it, black grape. We're just going to darken it close to the flower bud there and bring it back out. And then touch up on the edges. Okay, do that on all the petals. Then we'll bring a white one in and put some strokes on that to make it look a little bit better. Okay, white pencil. And just bring those stripe areas down into the darker color. And it also blends. So when you stroke that in, make sure you're going in the direction you want your petal to go. Okay, so it works pretty well with that. Do the outside. Here I'm going to just take the dark up a bit from this side. And do a lighter tip. This way you can add a little more darkness down there if you want, just by pulling it over the two lines. Okay, then we'll go with the grade lavender. Pull it out, but not all the way to the edge. We're just going to add a little white pencil up there. Okay. A little white around the edge up here. Just touching that grade lavender and all the other little bit into the dark color. Anything that's there, just kind of rub it in and pull it up towards the top. You get kind of that look like it's behind there. You can go back in and darken any areas that you want to darken later. Okay, so we've got three different pencils and ink. We need to, let's see, we could do watercolor and distress ink in here. So let's see what we got for watercolor real quick. We have the Pretty Excellent watercolor palette. So let's see what we can do with, how about the branch? Let's see if I put it over on this side. I'm going to use the Pentel water brush. And we need some brown color. Use the powder on this side. Okay, just gonna bring in some of the brown. Try to avoid their little feet. And a little tiny bit red there. Okay. Just a little darker color. Gonna give it some squiggles. That's what a tree would have in it. It's okay if you go out of bounds and ink the thingy anyway. What color is this? I'll mix a little black in that. Just the tip of the brush. Mostly on the bottom of the branch here. And then we will bring in some of that really light color. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, we have a tree. We can throw in some extra texture with a pencil. So it takes watercolor well. Watercolor does not go through. Sorry, did not mean to hit the camera. And we'll try some distress ink down here on the leaf. What do we got up here? Peeled paint. That's a nice color. And we'll get out one stick. Where are my sticks? There we go. One of the little mini blending tools. And then get in the ink. And this leaf here. Just gonna dab it on and see what we get. Just kind of using the side of the sponge areas so I can get down into the lower areas. That's not bad. We can add some water to that, see how that blends out. Because they're water soluble, you can blend them a bit like that. You can also put this on a plastic like I did with the ink tints and use it as watercolor that way. You can also lift it with water if you put water on it and wipe it off. So that works well. Let's double check. Distress ink usually does not bleed through at all. That's the wetness of the paintbrush. So far so good. And then that tells me any other inking I do in the background here is going to be fine. And let's see, what other pencils do I have laying around on my desk? I have the new ones over here. if I can get them up. The Castle Art ones. We'll do their feet in that. So we need kind of a orangey color. Oh, this tin is really hard for me to open. I don't know if it just comes that way. Hold on a second. Okay, the Castle Arts. I have found actually somebody on one of my Facebook groups posted this, and they made a swatch chart from Castle Art with the color names on it. So if you want to know what color coincides with number on the pencil, I have pulled 10 and 9, so 9 and 10. This 9 is brilliant yellow and 10 is yellow ochre light. So this is going to come in handy. I will. She said she had contacted Castle Arts and they sent that to her. Okay, so we're going to go with the yellow ochre light on the tips of their toes because one, the branch when I painted it, I tipped their toes brown, so using that on the tips of their toes will help cover that up and also add shadow. Then we'll use the other color at the top and blend that in. Those work nice on there too. Okay, and we're going to get a blue out if we have a blue in here, really easily accessible. What do we have? I don't even know if you are blue. What is number 40? Well, let's see, we want 42, so I have to go down a shade. 42, which is Persian blue. And I'm going to color in down here, right on top of the ink tints where I need him to be a bit darker and where I didn't get the ink tints. So covering that up and giving him a shadow at the same time, along with his tail down here. Oh, these work well together. Paper in this book is awesome. We'll darken his eye up here. And we'll add in some color up here also. Then let's see if we can't find a pinky color, which I'm going to guess is number 25. 25 is Indian Red. And it's a really nice shade. I like to use that one, so we'll just add that in there and darken her up a bit. So this is going over the polychromos with the Castle Arts. And these two pencils play nice together. Kind of doing the same thing, darkening in the areas that I did on the little guy over here. Yeah, that's nice. Huh. Cool. All right, that seems to be about everything I have except for the pastels, which I'm not going to get out and use on the paper. I'm assuming they will go over just as nice. I will finish the flowers off camera along with the leaves, and all I'm going to do for the background is probably a light inking of some color. sky color because we're up in a tree. I'll use a little bit of the brown on top of the watercolor too and accent any of the tree lines that kind of blurred away there. This is, I don't know, number 69. And there we go. Well, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will show you the finished picture at the end. But yes, on this page, my test page, I think it worked out with everything I had on it. The ink tense does come through a bit, though. It's never come through on anything I've used before, so. And I did notice something else when I was coloring, because I did not put a sheet of paper behind here, which I had already told myself I should have. The inking on this page, on the opposite page, has bled through a little bit on this side. It's not a big deal. It probably will erase really easily, and I will get a eraser. Yeah, that erases quite easily. So the page over here, some of this ink will transfer if you don't put a paper in behind it. So I'll have to remind myself of that. And be careful with the ink tints when we're using them. Okay, so I will finish the little flowers and do a little background and show you what it looks like at the end. Thanks for watching, guys. It's kind of fun to see what kind of stuff will work in a new book. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching, subscribing, and liking my videos. Really appreciate it. Take care, everyone. Bye now.